All right. Shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely afternoon in which the Most High, Ahia has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Just coming with a short video. I'm not going to be with you long. I noticed this week alone it has been very busy. I mean, everywhere you go it seems like it's pretty busy. Then I realized this is the time where everybody spend money and celebrate, get ready for the celebration. I don't have any problems with that. If that's what a person chooses to do, that's on them. As I said earlier, you have one breath of life in this flesh, okay? And you use it because you only have one. But let me tell you, don't let someone else use it for you or use it up for you, okay? And I believe many of us really don't understand that we have one life to live. And after this breath of life is taken out of this body, that's it. So are we going to live this life based on what someone else tell us and tell us how we should live it, or instruct us what we should be doing and how we should be doing it? No. Only one should be dealing with you on any and everything first and foremost is the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, the true teacher, the true leader, the true one who knows the beginning and the end of that one life you in and that one life you're going to go out of. That one life that breathes in you and that one life that's going to come out of you. Only the Ruach HaKodesh and the Holy Spirit knows of it. So why not take this time trying to come to grip to put him first. Put the Most High Ahia first and foremost in your life. Not your wife, not your husband, not your mother, not your father, not your children, but put Ahia first. Seek his will first in all that you think, you feel, and you do. And this way, flesh will be out of the way and spirit will have its time to reveal to you what tomorrow is going to bring, what really yesterday was about. Because of many of us, we have lived and still today, many years, and still don't know no more than we knew then as we are today. We don't know no more and have lived many years and don't know no more if we were 20 than we know now and we 60. Don't know nothing. Still living on someone else know, someone else understanding, someone else wisdom, someone else knowledge. Learn of him yourself. And I am in full understanding why it's important to seek ye the kingdom. Because the kingdom holds all things that is righteous. The kingdom holds the beginning to the end of the world itself and the beginning and the end to your life. What's wrong with trusting in the one that knows your incoming and your outgoing? What's wrong with that? Because we've been taught so much of how to put all our trust in someone else's understanding, someone else's wisdom, someone else's knowledge, and not putting our trust in the one that says, wait a minute, here I am, I'm over here. Seek me first and I'll help you out a great deal. Oh, we don't want that one that knows our day in and our day out. We don't want that one. See, we want the one that's going to deceive us and manipulate us to believe what they say. Now, there's nothing wrong with hearing people speak. Because sometimes it's there to really show you the difference in truth, in spirit and truth. Because whether it's true or whether it's a lie, you're not going to know if you don't hear people. So there's nothing wrong with hearing people, but don't take it to heart and lean to their understanding. Talk with the Most Higher and ask Him, I want to learn your way. I want to be about your will. And I know you got two wills, and both will works at one. But I want to be in the righteous will, Father. That clay that you said that you had, that you was control over the whole lump, one to honor and one to dishonor. I want to honor you, Father, y'all. I want to honor you. You have to let Him feel you, and you got to feel Him, so that y'all can become one in this. There is so much going on, you guys. Please don't get caught up in the politics of it all. Please don't go and get caught up in he say, she say. Please don't get caught up in Trump, Biden, and what the world is doing to really smear your sight so you can't see really the prophecies that's actually before you. Because there's a lot of things that they're speaking on, teaching on, and I see a lot of medical doctors coming out saying did. And I'm like saying, where are all these people coming from? It's coming to put a cloud before your eyes. See, and that's why it's important to keep your eyes on the higher power, a higher. Because if you get your eyes tuned in to CNN, politics, murderers here, murdering there, stealing here, and our people did, and they doing so much stuff. I'm surprised y'all ain't crazy by now, because I am. I'm gone mad, just like Deuteronomy 28. You shall go mad, and He have fulfilled it. I am gone. I have gone mad. Or what of the sight that thou shalt see. Why am I still talking? Why is it I can still speak righteousness to you? It's because the spirit of the Ruach HaKodesh in my spirit that has branded in me the righteousness that's going to hold me up even when my flesh is gone mad. That's why I can still stand here and say the things that I can say to you all. It's because I know I ain't going to sit here and tell you this is my flesh and blood. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's all because of me. No. If it had not been for a higher on my side, where will I be? I know where I be. I told y'all that 4 years ago, I'd be in somebody's mental hospital. Because there is a lot of things that's actually taking place that will send you there, especially if you meditate on it. If you constantly hearing it on the news, on the media, on a CNN, CBS, on your phone, just on your laptop, just constantly hearing chaos, you will go mad because you're trying to figure out when is it going to end. There's not going to be any end. It's going to get worse and worse. Like right now, I'm going here to do something that I really didn't plan to do, but because I promised I would do it, that's why I am doing it. But it's really not what I planned to do. It was what someone asked me to do, and I say, okay, why not? I wish it was something I could give, and then you never know what the Father is going to do in the midst of this here. I believe they're preparing to feed the hungry, the less fortunate, and I am having to make the green beans and take them over and serve. Yes, that's the characteristics of who I am, a servant. I do serve, and I have been there since I was born. I always wanted to do things, but it's something that my youngest sister asked me to do, and I knew it didn't have no connection to actually participating and helping. It's how I can control. She has a power of control over all the elders. I have older sister brothers. She controlled them big time for many years. But me, I was the only one she couldn't. And since she's on my good side, and she can see that, she's thinking now, let me give her tasks to see if I can control her. But the sad thing about it, she knows that I have never been one to control. My mother, everybody knows, you can't control me. No. Now, was I a disobedient child, or a rebellion child to my mother and my father? No. None of my mother's kids were. We weren't like that. But it's just the idea of, I know the spirit of my youngest sister. I know her spirit, and I know where it leads to, and the power of it is very powerful. And it's not powerful in a good sense, but it's powerful in a bad sense. So that's why I say I'm going to do it. And I'm also on my way. I have a TV in my store, and I'm thinking it's like a 50-inch. I want to give that to my mother because she has a smaller TV, and I want to give her a bigger TV, and I'm on my way to to get that and to take that over to my mother's house and to change. That man gonna end up having an accident. You better be careful. Oh, it's the same thing. Mindset wants to speed, not going anywhere. Traffic out here. It's just a mindset. And Satan don't tell him, I'm waiting for you on the edge. You better be careful. I'm waiting for you. No, he gonna let him go on, think that it's about him speeding and going fast, dipping in and out, and never telling him, I'm at the other end right here waiting for you. Come on, brother. Come on, go as fast as you can. Dip in there, dip in there, dip in there, dip in there. He don't tell him at the end what's waiting for him. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how Satan works. He's the type that hide behind the wall, and when he see things going the way he wanna, keeping chaos and starting stuff and causing danger, he'll dip in, he'll dip out to see, oh my goodness, they doing it, and then dip behind the wall, look and see if everything going the way he wanted, and then dip back in. You know what's the sad thing? As long as Satan been loosed, people really don't pay attention to his work. They don't discuss his work, his evil, wicked, conniving, deceitful. No one discusses it. No one talks about it. And that's the sad thing. That's just like in the churches and in a lot of places, even in homes. The children don't want to hear what Satan doing because it scares them. But they can watch all these demonic movies and all these Satanism movies that's on TV, but you can't tell them to be wise and how Satan is cunning and he's sneaky. And oh no, they don't want to hear that. You're trying to scare them then. That's how my granddaughter is. But yet you can listen to and watch all this sick mess on television, killing and stealing and Satanism and demonic, but you can't hear how Satan conducts himself in reality. That's crazy. But yes, I'm not really gonna hold you long. I'm just saying that we as people really need to really take heed to what is actually taking place here on the earth. We have earthquakes all over the place. We have the volcano that's present. Oh, it's gonna cut up from the floor. I don't know. It's coming from, and you know what? It's coming from all angles. No, I don't say all. I think it's coming from. It's gonna hit from the top and the bottom, under the earth as well as at the top. That means that when it explodes, you're gonna hear about it, and it's gonna explode from the top and the bottom. So it talks about it in Revelation about what's coming out of it. The smoke that's going to be affecting the sun, and the smoke that's going to be affecting the sun and the sky and all of that. And then it tells you what's coming out underneath. Oh, you guys, it's some things that your eyes have not seen, but yet going to see. And there's a lot of things that people, it's not going to even faze people. Because right now, trying to get right or trying to be in the righteous place with the Most High, people ain't even concerned. They They would rather they prefer being in the right place of Satan than to be in the right place of Yah. But you can't do nothing about that. Ahaya has sealed everything. Everything has been sealed. Everything is finished. Everything we doing now is just walking it out and beholding it all. And in the process of beholding it all, many of us don't want to. We want to close our eyes to the fact that Satan is running to and fro, cutting up from the floor. We don't even want to talk about it. We don't want to discuss it. We don't want to say anything about it. And that's what's sad. But I believe that, honestly, me, myself, I believe that we're going to lose a lot of people, you guys. I think a lot of people are going to lose their lives, just like Revelation said. I really believe it. It's going to be coming from every angle. Going to lose their lives. I really believe that. I really believe a lot of people are going to lose their lives. A great number. And I don't think Ahaya is looking and waiting for a number of people to accept Deuteronomy 28. They don't accept spirit and truth. They don't accept righteousness. So he said, don't expect them to expect the end game of Deuteronomy 28. But it ain't gonna freeze. It ain't gonna freeze the curse, Deborah. I was like, okay. What he's saying is, just because they have not taught it, preached it, revealed it, commune regarding it, unite regarding it, none of them want to cover Deuteronomy 28 endgame. And he said to me, he said, whether they covered it or not, Deborah, it doesn't matter. My curse has a beginning and it has an end. Just like I said, coming in curse and going out. They ain't going to escape the truth of the matter. And I was like, wow. The only thing that will cause people to turn and not fully accept it after they receive it, they would have to say Deuteronomy 28 is a lie. They would have to. Everybody would have to. So that's why a lot of them, he said to me, reason why a lot of them won't read it, won't go over it in their church, their community, their academy, in their homes. He said they won't go over it because it's spirit and truth, devil. He said that's why they ain't gonna go into it. They ain't going over in that area. He said they won't do it. And I said, Father, you know what? That's the way I'm seeing it. And I'm confused in that though, Father. He said, Deborah, just as long as it took them to understand the 400 years and them coming over here on slave ship would take that just that length of time again for them to understand that the curse that has already predestined, orchestrated, and prophesied, it would take them another length of time as that one. It took them then to come to the understanding that the curse has an end. They're not ready to hear the end because they wasn't even ready to hear the beginning. Look how many Negroes, I ain't gonna say Negroes, look how many brown skinned people, I'm gonna have to start using brown skinned people who still don't know anything about a people being here on slave ships and coming over here as a curse of Ahaya. He said, look at, all you do is look at how many people still don't know that. We might have 10% of our nation that is fully aware. Outside of that, the other ones are not aware at all. So how would it, what would it look like them knowing the end game to what they don't even know the beginning game of the curse? That makes a lot of sense. I understand exactly what the Father's saying. How are they going to grip the end game of the curse and they ain't even gripped the beginning of the curse? Going in, they have to understand when I say they're going to go in and they going to come out cursed. So a lot of people thinking that when he come and take us out of this land, we're still going to be cursed. You see? And I heard this man, he broke it down. Because the reason why I was able to understand that he broke it down, because I also can interpret dreams and visions. And he was on there. I had never heard him before. I had never seen him before. And he went on to talk about, I want to tell y'all about this dream I had. And do y'all know I could 100 times 100 understand the dream, the vision. No, he said it was a vision. I understand it 100%, y'all. I broke that thing down. I was like, and I was writing it as he spoke it. I was writing it down, the dream itself. And guess what the dream had to do with? Coming in, curse. It's the same way you're going to go out, curse. This is what he was saying. His dream was telling him that he's going to be one that's going to make it out. Okay? But don't think because you're making it out, everything's going to be good. The people that you're having chaos with, he said, they had got the transportation. Many was going out. They were all traveling out. But people were acting a fool. He said, people coming and they act like you're supposed to make sure they have everything they need. They didn't have nothing. But they look for you to make sure, oh, I ain't got no clothes, man. You got some spare clothes. I ain't got this and I ain't got that. He was trying to figure out when you all knew way ahead of time that we would be coming out. But you now weren't prepared. Now one had things. And he said they was just asking for this and asking for that. He said he found out that they were routing back around like a circle, going back into where they came out of. Okay? And he said the way the people were acting, they act like they had problems. And he called it mental problems. I said, see that? See that? These people don't understand that word. The spirit of Ahia is so real about him being your teacher. It is so real about him being your teacher. Only reason why Sister Deborah in the wilderness, he had to take me there to get me straight. And I give him all praise and glory for that. Yeah, he had to take me to the wilderness to get me all straight. A place that he had prepared. Because if not, I would have been listening to these men like you all are listening to. I would have been messed up from the floor up, listening to all this yang doodle stuff that these people are teaching and preaching on all these devil platforms. So I give him praise and glory for that, for separating me so I can get what he had prepared for me. Oh, I thank him for that. But the man's dream was, and they was traveling, he said the people was acting like he was the fault because they didn't have certain things. Isn't that Moses bringing the children out of Israel? Same thing. And then he said, you're going to go in curse and come out curse. Because people thinking when you get out of the land of your captives, people don't understand you're going to still be cursed. And that's what his dream was saying. You're going to be leading a bunch of people that's going to be confused. And he said they're going to act like they have mental problems. See, because it's gone. This has been destroyed. They haven't made it to the promised land. Every time you go into the scriptures, look at Ahia talking about the promised land. The promised land where look at the part where he said he's going to cleanse you from your filthiness, make you white as snow. Look at the part where he's going to give you a new heart, a new name, and all of that. He's going to give you that once you reach the promised land. But you got to make it there. And you still curse while you're on your travel. And your mind is gone because they have crushed it. It has been destroyed. You see? So this is what this man is suffering. So he said when he in the dream, it was like he was going right back where they came out of. You see? He said it was like a circle, like they was going right back into where they came out of, because the people's mindset gonna be just like it was when they leave. It's gonna be still like that on the journey. See? So to me, people, if people didn't teach the people today spirit and truth and the righteousness a word that proceed out of Yah's mouth, and because you decided you didn't want to hear the prophets nor the prophetess, the servants of Ahia, his anointed ones, that's on you. Go hear what your heart desires. You ain't gonna get no spirit and truth, and you ain't gonna get no further than where they have you at. So I thought that was really nice. I felt so sad for him, and I had to break it down. I gave it to him, and I gave him Deuteronomy 28, letting him know why the people was the same as they were before they left. It's because Ahiah already said you're going to be destroyed. And then I read a verse that was really even just more powerful. He said, you're going to put a yoke upon their neck until they are destroyed. See, that means that captivity alone is still going to be in these people until they are destroyed. So what I'm coming to understand is whether you are aware that you're going to be destroyed or not, my father, Ahiah, will is going to still cut up from the floor. It's still going to walk itself out. So you get stuck in stupid if you want to. You want to remain in stupid, stay in stupid. He said until you are destroyed, you're going to be destroyed. And just because these so-called leaders and pastors and apostles and bishops so busy trying to control your whole life on the outer man, you ain't got no leadership in the inner man. Because you haven't set up under Ahiah's appointed ones. Okay? So you stay stuck. It's stupid, along with stupid. So the whole ideal of it is the word deceive. Ahiah let Yeshua speak that all the way to the end. He told his disciples on Mount Olive. While you sitting here asking me what the end gonna be like, what did he tell them? Let me tell you something. Be not deceived. I think that's one of the worstest power tool Satan can use to take you totally out of the order of anything. That's right. It's to deceive you. And he's very good at it. And it's working. So Sister Deborah, is not going to hold you long, but I did get to touch base with that guy because I felt if Ahiah going to give him that type of vision, he needs to know what is detailed, what it's really about. You know, what is it the Spirit is telling him regarding that dream. I have at all times been able to interpret dreams and visions. The ones that bother me more than anything is dreams that people have when they thinking that it's trying to tell them something, and really, honestly, it's not. Nothing is trying to tell them something. Nothing is trying to tell these people nothing. A lot of dreams that people are having are dreams of their situation and their mindset and what they're feeling in their wisdom, in their own knowledge, in their own understanding. So these things can become dreams within them. But because it was one time, I don't know where Maisha and them is at, her and her daughter, Keisha and Maisha. They woke me out. They woke me out on dreams and visions. Her daughter wore me out. And every time I try to tell her, those mean anything. That don't mean anything. You have to be careful with the dreams and the vision, because you're going to have to be able to separate them. Ahiah is not taking our time giving people all these visions and dreams like a lot of these prophetesses are saying. He ain't dealing with them, y'all. There's no righteousness in these prophetesses. Why? Because you never heard Ahiah set nobody up in dreams and vision telling somebody they're not supposed to wear makeup. They're not supposed to wear their hair this way, or they're not supposed to wear weave, or they're not supposed to look this way and dress this way. Ahiah ain't got time to be giving nobody no visions and dreams regarding stuff like that. That's for the flesh. He knows that eternal heaven don't hold flesh. So why is he going to give you visions and dreams regarding what people doing in their flesh? Now, he can give you visions and dreams regarding actions done in the flesh that a spirit is controlling them, but not tainting you to tell, oh, you're going to get wealth here and you're going to gain this here. It's wealth time. You're going to prosper, or what else they talking about. You're going to get a husband and you're going to get a wife, and Beyonce this and Kanye this, and people who said they prophetess and prophets that goes into the area of the world. Ahiah's visions and dreams are not given to people to focus on people who are in the world with Satan. Now, what sense does that make? He ain't got time to tell you what Jay-Z is doing and Kanye is doing. Ahiah don't have that type of time. That's your time. That's how you stealing the minds of people. A lot of them are doing it, and the people are loving it. But the only thing I love about it is I thank the Father for them doing them like that, because that shows me how he's separating people, letting you know who people really is. People are not in this holy then thou role that they're trying to play. And what bothers me, they always trying to capture you in their dress code. And that's another one I think is really deep. A lot of them try to dress a certain way, look a certain way, so they can win you over. And they do. But Spirit and Truth can't win Sister Deborah over if they don't have it. Spirit and truth come out of their mouth. But guess what? Righteousness rests therein. I have the gift of discerning. I know to whom they are. So Sister Deborah, hope you got something out of this. And I'm thinking about going live probably 8 p.m. Central Time. If I'm not there, it's because I'm still out serving the people. So Sister Deborah said, shalom and shalom.